Good afternoon, Saints. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Martin. This year, all senior transcripts will be accessed through Parchment. With the new website, many seniors have questions. To help answer them, Alyssa interviewed Counselor Jamie Helly and Career Center Advisor Don Abraham for some answers on the new system.
Well, you can get directions by coming up into the counseling office. We have these nice little handouts. But Parchment is pretty easy. It's slick. You go online to parchment.com, or you can go to our website, isd15.org/HS counseling. And then you find our school, St. Francis High School, and then you actually build a profile. It's really quick and simple, and you only have to do it one time. And then you're able to order your transcripts.
Each transcript you order, there's a $4 fee. You can order as many transcripts as you want. You can go in one day and order one or two, and then you can always log back into your account to order more or to see the status of your transcript, when it was sent, and when it was received by the institution you chose.
Last Tuesday was Senior Day. All seniors were invited to the IMC to research and apply to colleges. Brittany Sitch and Bree Whited got the story.
What is Senior Day?
Senior Day is a day when all of our St. Francis High School seniors come through the IMC. There's two expectations. We want every student to meet with their counselor, make sure they're on track for graduation, get any questions answered about college application, any future plans. We also want them to do one other activity, which can be applying for college in our computer lab. We actually have 3 different college admission reps here today to help students do that. They can also do college and career research in our computer lab for that. They can meet with a military rep. Once they've completed those activities, they can move over to our celebration station, which in the celebration station, students are getting their picture taken, signing a poster, getting snacks, winning prizes, playing games. It's a lot of fun. What we really want them to get out of Senior Day is just be prepared for after high school. I know for a lot of high schoolers, it's really tough to make a decision about what you want to do, and we want to be here to help them make that decision, answer their questions. This week is also College Application Week, which is a part of College Knowledge Month. So a lot of colleges are waiving application fees during this week, and so we really want students to be able to take part in that and be able to take advantage of those waived fees.
It was a great deal to be able to apply to schools for free. In addition, on November 7th at 5:30, students can attend the financial aid night in the PAC to continue with their college application process.
Besides providing assistance to seniors for their future plans, SFHS also has an assistance program for students who need help with food or hygiene products. Reporter Katie Bjork went out and got more information about the food locker here at school.
Well, St. Francis High School is really blessed to have 2 opportunities for students in need. One is our food shelf, where we provide food for students in need. But the other thing is Cody's Closet, where we go beyond just food and go into clothing, personal care, shampoos, toothpaste, some of the essentials that students need that they may not be able to get outside of school.
With the change in how student council gets to meet this year, we have very little time to meet, and so what we've decided to do is eliminate some projects, and so one of them would be the food drive for the fall. So we won't be doing kind of the November Thanksgiving time of year food drive, but we're hoping to do one in March, and that way some of the legwork that actually goes into it, there's more to it than a person would think, we'll have time to kind of put that together over the coming months along with other projects. So we're hoping for a March food drive.
We accept donations really from anybody in the community. It could be a student, it could be a group of students, an activity, teacher, staff, parents. Anybody is encouraged to donate to either the food shelf and or to Cody's Closet. I think we need to look through life through the eyes of other people. And at this time, especially as the weather's getting colder, we find that more and more students are in need. And so fall and winter are really the biggest times of the year where we're looking for personal items for students. And as we approach the holidays too, food items for the families, because nobody deserves to be without. And if we have, we should give. It's located in Ms. Robinson's room. Our hours are as long as school is open, from approximately 7:15 until 3 o'clock.
Are you ready for Election Day, Saints? Whether you are or not, it's coming up quickly, and for many students, this is the first year they will be able to vote. Eligible students are able to sign out of school on November 8th in order to get to their local polling locations. We'll have more information on this next week.
In the meantime, Honor Civics will be having a mock presidential election on Thursday, November 3rd during lunch next week. So you won't be left out in voicing your political opinion. The fall play started tech rehearsals this week and performs next weekend. Tickets are on sale now for The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which performs November 3rd through the 6th in the PAC. Let's go to Tyler Edstrom, who got more information.
Student celebrities everywhere, this is why you should care about 5 minutes of fame.
I'm Aslan, the great lion, the lion of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. He is kind of the god character of Narnia, and he's kind of the guide. He's the moral compass, I'd say, for not just the siblings, but for all of Narnia itself, really. So.
My part in the play is Mr. Tumnus, and he is a fawn, so he's half goat, half man.
Narnia! Oh, you'll be so glad you came, and you can be anywhere you wish in Narnia, quick as a wink.
I think a lot of them grew up with Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, would you say?
Oh yeah, I remember seeing the movie in theaters when I was younger.
Yeah.
Elementary school aged. Yeah.
So when I talked to you guys, I talked to some of my students who've been in the program for a long time, and I said, well, what do you think? I have several shows I'm looking at, and they all kind of got jazzed about The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I also have a lot of younger students coming into the program, so I wanted a show where we could really showcase some of those younger students. Like you asked me earlier why I cast Martin. He's somebody who can play a more adult character, but I have a lot of younger students coming in, so I was looking for something that we could do that would incorporate a lot of people. Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe also has a possibility to cast many, many people because you have your Aslan's followers, right? Mm-hmm. And then the White Witch has an army, so we're able to have a lot of students doing a lot of fun things. So I really wanted to be able to have an epic battle scene, and it's hard to have an epic battle scene with like 2 people, so we needed to add a lot more people. But it had that opportunity, so that's the one reason I chose it. The students really liked it. The script is pretty accessible, and we've never really done a fantasy kind of piece here before. So I thought it would be really fun to try some special effects and things that we haven't done before. What's your favorite moment in the show that you do, without trying to spoil anything?
My favorite moment is, well, there's a more somber scene in which it's just me and the 2 female siblings, Susan and Lucy, and the dialogue is it's fun it's a fun scene to do. And I enjoy performing with Jenna, who's Susan, Jenna Kropinski, and Katie Smith, who's Lucy, and we had a lot of fun with that scene. So that's my favorite.
It's really fun to meet new people, see all of the acting that's going on, and people improve. It's a really fun experience.
I know we've laughed a lot about some of the moments in the show because it's a child's book, and it's been adapted to the stage. So sometimes some of the lines come out really funny.
Yeah.
And so we've really had to work through that because sometimes it's hard to say something as a human being that you think is ridiculous to say. But when you're talking about a world where white witches and dwarves and wolves speak, everything's ridiculous, right? So I've really got to give credit to Marty for being able to take some of this dialogue that and it's directly from the novel, so it's really directly from the novel, but we've done a lot of work at trying to make sense of some of the archaic kind of things, or maybe some of the pieces of dialogue that are a little funny, like when he says, "Come, children, we must fly." You know, it's hard to say that with a serious...
It feels kind of corny.
Yeah, but we've done a lot of other things in the show too, like trying to really make it scary. So this is a great show to see right after Halloween, because like trees move in the show, like the forest moves. They hiss and repeat things, and it's actually really, really creepy in moments. And then Alicia Phelan as the White Witch
She's excellent.
is really frightening. And there's some really scary moments. And I mean, you and she get to have a battle to the end. So let's find out who wins. Let's see. Does Marty get to live? I don't know.
Hard to say.
As we enjoy the changing colors of fall, our question this week for You Asked, We Answered is how many people have colorful hair at SFHS?
How many people in our school have bright colored hair?
Before we head to weather and sports, let's leave you with the top 5 things to do for Halloween.
Trick-or-treating. Carving pumpkins.
Haunted hayrides and trails. Visiting haunted houses.
Halloween parties.
Yeah!
That's all this week, Saints.
Good afternoon, Saints. I'm Bailey.
And I'm Connor.
And this is sports.
Girls volleyball won a 5-game nail-biter against Duluth East in their first section game with a score of 3-2. Tonight they play the 4th-seeded Blue Jackets at Cambridge at 7. The girls would appreciate a big crowd to cheer them on.
In other news, cross country had a section meet in Princeton yesterday. Results can be found online.
Winter is right around the corner, so if you are interested in ski club, sign-up sheets are due by November 14th. You can pick them up in the community ed office.
After a disappointing homecoming loss to the top-seeded Elk River and a win against Duluth East last Wednesday, boys football came out with another win Tuesday night against Duluth East with a final score of 51-21. They will go on to play Chisago Lakes at Saturday at 2 in Chisago. Bree Dewar and Danielle Dusenberry caught up with the captains Tay Toft and Jared Carta to talk about Tuesday's game and how they think their upcoming game will go.
It was one of our better games. We were able to move the ball very well. We only had a couple critical errors, but other than that, it went really good. We put some good points on the board, and it was just a good night for us all around.
Defensively, we a couple key turnovers, couple interceptions, and fumble recovery.
There are a lot of good teams. Andover's played 6A teams, so they're very well prepared. Chisago has played a lot of similar teams that we've played, so they know us, we know them.
Just staying focused through the whole thing could be a little difficult, but I think that we'll be able to maintain our composure and keep rolling. I think that we're going to keep winning. We should be able to take Chisago and then beat Andover at our home game.
It doesn't really seem like we've had that many problems. The few injuries that we've had, we've been able to have the next man step up, and we just, from game to game, adapted offense and defensive wise, and it's just been a good season for us so far.
Many sports are wrapping up with banquets. This past week, boys soccer player Logan Daniels was awarded the chance to play on the All-State soccer team. Also this week, dance had auditions for winter dance team. That brings us to this week's Athlete of the Week, Hannah Hassel.
I wanted to be on the dance team because I was once a studio dancer and I decided to give out high school dance team a try. It is a very honorable feeling because I have a lot of younger dancers that get to look up to me and I get to be a role model to them. The proudest moment this year is getting a better bond with all of my friends and getting a better bond with my co-captains. I do plan on dancing in college in my future.
Knowledge Bowl starts on November 1st and participants were relieved to find that language arts teacher Rob Held stepped up to the plate to become the coach. Nastia and Sarah spoke with Held about his new position.
Like the phoenix, rising from the ashes of near oblivion, Knowledge Bowl will go on. I have volunteered as a tribute
to the job that Mr. Bo Stevens and Mr. Tim McLean had done for the last 20 years in creating and building a Knowledge Bowl program. We're going to continue this tradition, and I'd like all Knowledge Bowlers to show up in my room E209 Tuesday, November 1st. And we'll start the ball rolling like a phoenix from the ashes. Thank you.
That's all we have for this week, Saints.
Have a great weekend.